A minute miss in your life can be a huge mess. Third week in ordinary time, 28th of January, Friday reflection. My dear friends, the first reading starts beautifully, saying, "It happened that in the spring of the year, the time when kings go out to battle, David remained at Jerusalem." So this is what kings should do. And that simple miss in the life, haphazardly, not deliberately, yet that little miss, that what he has to do, my dear friends, what king should be doing during spring. So it's important that you do what you have to do. The gospel beautifully says, Jesus said to the crowds, "The kingdom of God is as if a man should scatter seeds on the ground." So, if you want the kingdom to be realized, you have to scatter the seeds, sow the seeds. So, of course, when you do that, he sleeps and rises night and day, and the seed sprouts and grow. He knows not. The earth produces by itself first the blade and the ear, then the full grain in the ear. So it happens. When you do what you have to do, the right time at the right place, it happens. But then if you don't do that, that little postponement, little mishap, little mistake, sometimes you don't care about it because it's minute, it's little tiny. That tiny thing can grow and destroy the whole thing. Because kingdom, the word says, kingdom is like a mustard seed, smallest of all the seeds on earth. Yet when it's sown, it grows up and becomes larger than all the garden plants and puts out large branches. And so the birds of the air can make nests in the shade. So that's what happened with the little thing. Little thing they have to do in the Lord. Kingdom has a promising aspect. That little detail can count a lot, my dear friends. So this is important, that you identify it, that you realize it. So if you miss that little mustard seed in your life, if you miss that little act of sowing the seeds, you will miss the whole thing. So you have to, it's important that you have attention to detail. Attention to detail. So spring, where king should be in the battlefield, now he's waiting in his palace. Why? Just without any reason. Why? He has Omicron, Corona, nothing. Just without a reason. The reason is just. And what happens? It happened late one afternoon when David arose from his couch and was walking on the roof of the king's house. Now he's just lying on the couch. The people were fighting in the battlefield. Things are taken for granted. And people were, of course, they were winning the battle. Of course, now he has conquered the whole of Israel. And he is the king. And now he can take things for granted. Never, ever. Your homework should be homework always. There should not be a vacation for your vocation. No. What he had done, like a shepherd, as a shepherd in the wilderness, he has to do even right now. You can never forego things. You can never be comfortable in your spiritual life. No, the fight is always on. Till you die, you have to fight. You have to be on guard, alert. The devil is like a roaring lion, roaring, whom to devour. So you cannot toy with sin, my dear friends. That simple little thing, that attention to detail is of paramount importance. See what happened? Walking on the rooftop, king's house, and he saw from the roof a woman bathing. Now see, devil works. Simple thing, simple mistake, deliberately done. Not out of weakness, no, deliberately done. Devil creeps in. Now a woman comes to the scenario. Of course, he must have never thought about it. But then that little crooked step that you take can lead into a whole life into a stray. So what happened? He saw, he never looked, but then saw. Normally that's how we justify sin, isn't it? We don't drink when it happened, We don't watch, but then it happened, It just happened. Out of my knowledge, what can I do, He saw, not see. And he just saw. He never looked at it. He saw. So that's how you make blunders. The devil gives you chances. Lead us not into temptation. Once you are in temptation, you are weak. And he saw a woman, and that woman was very beautiful. Like the forbidden tree, forbidden fruit. Eye-catching, beautiful, mind-provoking, tasty. What does not belong to you will always attract you, my dear friends. That is the mind frame of mortal sin. That is the mind frame of original sin. So what happened? Now the sin is active. And David sent and inquired about the woman. For what? He had a harem, lot of women, and harem in the palace. But then now, this woman, that's how the mind works, Idle mind is devil's workplace, isn't it? That's what happened. And they said, is not this Bathsheba, the daughter of Eliam? No problem. King can marry if she's only the daughter of Eliam, but wife of Uriah. My dear friends, this is dangerous. Marital covenant cannot be broken even by the king. Because the marriage is done by the king. So it's important. Marriage is done by God. None can break it. My dear friends, so in that way, he exactly knew she does not belong to him. What happened? Once you in the temptation, you will fall there. Send me Uriah, and the woman and David sent a message and took her, and she came to me. She also came, Uriah's wife. Sin is a wholesale. Sin gives you opportunity. If you want, you can have 1,001 opportunities. Because devil is that. He will open ways and avenues, chances for you to fall. The world is ready if you are ready to fall. You will have an umpteen number of chances. And she comes. And David sent a message, and she came to him, and he laid with her, fell into sin. And then what happened? He hides. Ask Uriah to come. Try to send him home. They don't have DNA reports. Uriah definitely as a warrior, as a soldier, after war, with that pressure, he would definitely make love to his wife. But then what happens? He never goes. And second plan, what happens? He make him drunk, yet he does not go. My dear friends, David is done. And he kills Uriah at the end. He became adulterous and now murder. Terrible, isn't it? Little step, little mistake, mishap in the life. Little miss can be a mess in your life. So be careful. be careful, be vigilant, do exactly what you have to do right now, my dear friends. Think about it. Have a nice day. May God bless you.